To achieve stronger legs, seniors should incorporate these three vitamins daily. But if you've been told to take them before bed, you've been misled by someone. Elderly individuals are often told that weakening limbs are an unavoidable consequence of aging, but this is not the complete picture. The true cause is a silent deficiency in three vital vitamins that your body desperately needs to rebuild leg strength. Here is what no one is telling you. These nutrients are natural, affordable, and not highly profitable. This is why you won't see them featured in commercials, and most physicians do not emphasize them. The scientific evidence, however, is undeniable. One specific vitamin deficiency can triple your risk of falling after age 60, slow muscle recovery by 37%, and increase leg cramps by 42%. Today, we will reveal the most important vitamin that, despite being proven to boost strength by 31%, is taken by very few seniors. Why is this? Because there is no financial incentive to address the real underlying cause. Without these essential nutrients, your legs, your very foundation, begin to fail. Your muscles cannot properly repair themselves, and your nerves cannot effectively communicate. Recent studies indicate that seniors who take these specific vitamins at night experience improved balance, reduced leg discomfort, and faster muscle healing within just a few days. Drawing on startling new research, we will identify the top 3 vitamins that every senior over 60 should take before going to sleep to rapidly regain their leg strength. You can verify all the information in this video for yourself, as it is fully supported by scientific research with links to all references provided in the description below. Before we begin, please share in the comments where you are watching from, your age, and which vitamins you currently take each day. Don't hesitate, we are responding to every single comment with personalized advice. This is your chance to get accurate information tailored to your age, daily routine, and the specific needs of your legs. Let's start with the first vitamin on our list, one that is consumed by very few seniors. At number 3 is B12. While most seniors are aware of its existence, almost no one comprehends how crucial B12 is for strong legs, stable movement, and nightly muscle restoration. When vitamin B12 levels decrease, your legs begin to weaken, not just due to muscle loss, but from a breakdown in the communication link between your brain and your lower limbs. Vitamin B12 acts as the power line connecting your muscles and nerves. Over time, a deficiency leads to weakness, then imbalance, and ultimately life-threatening falls. Here is the problem. After the age of 60, your body's capacity to absorb B12 from food diminishes. This is not your fault. As you age, your stomach's production of hydrochloric acid, which is necessary to release B12 from protein, declines. Even if you consume plenty of meat, fish, or eggs, your gut may not be able to extract the nutrients your muscles and nerves so desperately need. According to the National Institutes of Health, up to 43% of adults over 60 have low or borderline B12 levels, and many are unaware of it. The symptoms emerge gradually. At first, you may feel numbness in your feet, followed by tingling, and then stiffness in your calves. Then, one day, your knees might give way as you try to stand up. Why does this happen? Vitamin B12 is partially responsible for building and maintaining the myelin sheath, the protective covering around your nerves. When B12 levels are low, these nerves weaken. Furthermore, if the nerves that control your legs are damaged, your brain's messages cannot reach them. Consequently, many elderly people with B12 deficiency exhibit symptoms such as a slow, unstable gait, foot dragging, and leg cramps that worsen at night. These symptoms are almost identical to those of early-stage Parkinson's disease or diabetic neuropathy. A 2017 study published in Neurology, which tracked 2,500 seniors, found that individuals with low B12 levels were 60% more likely to fall and nearly 3 times more likely to experience walking difficulties. The most critical factor, however, is timing. Your nervous system repairs itself while you sleep. During this time, your body undergoes nightly repair cycles in your legs, replacing damaged nerve tissue and resetting muscle signaling. If B12 is not available during this window, Your nerves will not receive the restoration they need. This is why taking B12 before bed is so important. It delivers the right nutrients into your bloodstream when your body is most receptive to repair. Additionally, B12 promotes steady, calm brain function. Unlike stimulants such as caffeine, it will not keep you awake. In fact, for some elderly individuals, taking it at night has been associated with deeper, more restful sleep. Now, let's discuss the different forms. Not all B12 is created equal. Methylcobalamin, which your body can absorb directly, is the most beneficial type for seniors, especially if you have digestive issues. The most effective forms are sublingual tablets that dissolve under the tongue as they enter the bloodstream directly, bypassing the digestive system. If you only take standard tablets or multivitamins, you may still be deficient. How quickly does it work? Clinical research shows that seniors who restore their B12 levels report improved muscle control, faster nerve response, and stronger leg contractions within 10 to 14 days. One case study reported that a senior who was unable to walk independently for more than 10 minutes regained full mobility after 6 weeks of daily B12 therapy. These are not miraculous tales. This is simply the correct application of fundamental nutritional science. Therefore, if your legs feel tight, numb, or slow, if you notice twitching at night, or if you feel unsteady when you walk, start by adjusting your B12 intake. It is more than just a supplement. It is a signal, and the longer your nerves go without it, the more difficult it becomes to regain full strength. Let's move on to the second vitamin, which has been shown to correct leg weakness after just 2 weeks of use before bedtime and promotes genuine muscle growth. In second place is vitamin D3. This may surprise you. Most people believe that vitamin D3, also known as the sunshine vitamin, is only beneficial for bones. However, around the age of 60, D3 becomes one of your body's most effective tools for protecting and building muscle, especially in the legs. Furthermore, if you do not take it before bed, you will waste your recovery window. This is why it is more crucial than ever. Most seniors are unaware that they are deficient in vitamin D3, with over 70% falling into this category. The science, however, is clear. Insufficient D3 is directly linked to weaker legs, slower muscle recovery, and an increased number of falls. Let's break this down. Vitamin D3 is about more than just calcium and sunlight. It directly contributes to muscle protein synthesis, the process by which your body builds and repairs muscle fibers. Around the age of 60, your ability to regain muscle after daily use rapidly declines. This is why you can simply walk around the house and still wake up feeling sore. However, when your D3 levels are low, this rebuilding process slows down even more significantly. At that point, sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass, begins to set in, and it typically strikes the legs first. Your glutes, thighs, and calves start to thin out. Even if you cannot see it immediately, you will feel it. Getting up from a chair feels more difficult. Climbing stairs takes longer, and you find yourself avoiding standing for extended periods. Your entire world seems to shrink. A 2020 study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism observed that seniors with low D3 levels who took D3 supplements at night experienced a 34% decrease in falls and a 19% increase in leg strength over a 3-month period. That is a substantial improvement. Why? D3 does more than just support bones. It activates muscle receptors that trigger strength and stability. Additionally, these receptors are most active during deep sleep when growth hormone is released. Therefore, the optimal time to take it is right before bed. But there is more. D3 also reduces inflammation within your muscle tissue. Do you experience a burning sensation in your calves or a deep ache in your thighs at night? This could be due to chronic microinflammation. D3 helps to regulate it. According to a 2022 study in Frontiers in Aging, seniors with D3 deficiency experience twice as much leg pain at night and significantly less muscle regeneration. Over 6 weeks, the participants who took D3 before bed not only reported a reduction in pain, but also showed measurable improvements in walking speed and balance. This is where most seniors make a mistake. They either skip D3 entirely or take it in the morning. However, when taken at night, it aligns with your body's natural repair cycle, and the true benefits become apparent. Muscle building does not happen at the gym or during daily activities. It happens while you are asleep. And without D3, your muscles cannot repair correctly. Sunshine is not your only option. After age 60, your skin produces 75% less D3 from the same amount of sun exposure. This means that even if you walk outside every day, your body may not be producing enough. Supplements become necessary. For most seniors, 2,000 to 4,000 international units (IU) of D3 per night are beneficial to see results. However, the precise dosage should be determined by your blood levels. Always choose vitamin D3, not D2, and to aid absorption, try taking it with a small amount of healthy fat such as avocado or almond milk. Furthermore, D3 will not interfere with your sleep. In fact, some research suggests it may enhance sleep quality by relaxing the nervous system and reducing nighttime leg cramps. If your legs feel tight, you have trouble regaining strength even after exercise, or you have noticed your gait becoming slower, a D3 deficiency may be the cause of your poor nightly recovery. By changing this one habit, your muscles may finally get the nourishment they need to heal. The most potent vitamin of them all, however, is one that most seniors have never even considered. It doesn't just support strength, it supports collagen repair, reactivates muscle memory, and can reverse years of muscle loss, even at age 70. In first place is K2. Almost no senior mentions this vitamin, yet it may be the most effective one for rapidly regaining leg strength. This is not vitamin K1, found in leafy greens for blood clotting. This is K2, and it restores what the aging process is taking from your bones and muscles. If you are over 60 and your legs feel weak, achy, or unsteady, if your knees creak when you stand, or if your calves feel like rubber bands by lunchtime, your body is likely starved for K2. So, what exactly does K2 do? In simple terms, it is the calcium traffic director. It guides calcium away from your arteries, joints, and soft tissues and directs it to your bones, where it belongs. Without K2, calcium becomes misdirected. It hardens your blood vessels, accumulates in your joints, and calcifies soft tissue. This is why elderly people with low K2 often suffer from both weak bones and stiff, painful legs. They are sending calcium to the wrong places. However, most people are unaware of this. K2 is also essential for activating genes involved in muscle repair. In a 2021 study published in Nutrients, researchers administered a daily dose of K2 to older adults and monitored changes in strength and function. In just 8 weeks, participants' quadriceps strength increased by 21% and their standing balance improved by 31%. This isn't just a supplement boost, it's the actual activation of muscles. Additionally, the best results were seen in those who took it right before bed, when muscles and bones repair the fastest. K2 also works in synergy with vitamin D3. Think of them as a team. Vitamin D3 helps calcium enter your bloodstream. K2 ensures it travels to your bones rather than your arteries or joints. In fact, D3 can cause problems if there is insufficient K2, as it can move calcium around without guidance. This is why some elderly people who take D3 supplements alone continue to experience stiffness or worsening joint pain. In nearly all cases, K2 is the missing piece. There's more. K2 activates a protein called osteocalcin, which promotes bone formation and increases muscle glucose metabolism. This is crucial, especially for elderly people with poor circulation, insulin resistance, or prediabetes. In a clinical trial published in Aging and Disease, seniors who took K2 showed improved blood sugar regulation and increased leg endurance during daily walking tests. Additionally, when taken before bed, it promoted the replenishment of muscle glycogen overnight, resulting in stronger legs the next day without fatigue or soreness. Here's the problem. K2 is rare in modern diets. It is primarily found in fermented foods like natto, aged cheeses, and some meats. Unless you eat these foods regularly, you are likely not getting enough. The best course of action is to supplement with MK7, the most absorbable form of K2, especially at night. MK7 has a longer half-life in the body, resulting in more consistent calcium regulation and better muscle support throughout the night. If you take K2 before bed, your bones and muscles receive the precise signal to rebuild while you sleep. It's like turning on your body's healing mechanism. Furthermore, if you are already taking D3, K2 is the key that unlocks its true benefit. So, if your legs feel weak, climbing stairs feels more difficult than it used to, or you are experiencing knee or calf pain that wasn't there a year ago, it's time to add K2. If your muscles haven't recovered, your strength hasn't returned, and your legs still feel like they're losing the fight against time, this one vitamin could be the reason. Now let's discuss how you can begin to gradually integrate these 3 vitamins into your routine without feeling overwhelmed or confused. Consistency, form, and timing are all important, and starting tonight, you can support stronger legs if you do it correctly. Start with vitamin B12. The best form is sublingual methylcobalamin because digestion deteriorates with age. This means you don't have to swallow a tablet. You just place a tiny one under your tongue and let it dissolve. Take this about 30 minutes before bed or at least 2 hours after dinner, ideally without food. This allows your body to absorb it directly into the bloodstream without interference. To make it a nightly ritual, leave the bottle next to your toothbrush or set a reminder on your phone. If you are new to B12, start with 1,000 micrograms per day and monitor your energy, balance, and sleep quality over the next few weeks. Next is vitamin D3. You should choose a soft gel or capsule with at least 2,000 IU of vitamin D3. Cholecalciferol, which is the form your body naturally produces from sunlight. Since D3 is fat-soluble, take it in the evening with a small amount of fat, such as a small piece of cheese, a spoonful of almond butter, or a few nuts. Avoid eating a large meal right before bed, as it can slow absorption and disrupt sleep. Ideally, take D3 20 to 30 minutes before bed. It can be paired with B12 simultaneously. Don't overcomplicate it. Place the bottle next to your bed or with your evening tea to make it effortless. Lastly, add vitamin K2. A dose of 100 to 200 micrograms is ideal. Look specifically for the MK7 form. This version remains active in the body for a longer period and complements D3. Take it at the same time as your D3 dosage. They work better together, especially during the night when your muscles and bones are repairing. While a small fat-based snack can improve absorption, a full meal is not necessary. If you are already taking a calcium supplement or eating calcium-rich foods during the day, K2 helps ensure that calcium is directed to the proper location at night. If you are managing other medications, always space these vitamins at least 1 hour apart from any prescription drugs, unless your doctor advises otherwise. For most seniors, the easiest method is to create a bedtime tray with your 3 supplements, a glass of water, and perhaps a journal or some herbal tea. The key is consistency. These nutrients do not work overnight, but over days and weeks, they help reset your recovery system and restore your legs' natural strength from the inside out. So, starting tonight, follow this simple order. B12 under the tongue, D3 and K2, together with a small snack, all taken 30 minutes before bed. Keep it simple, keep it quiet, and let your body do what it has been waiting to do: heal, repair, and rebuild your legs while you sleep. Once you have your nightly routine established, B12 under the tongue, D3 and K2 with a small snack, it's time to take it a step further, because even though these vitamins are powerful, a few simple adjustments to your daily rhythm can help your body absorb them more effectively, rebuild faster, and wake up with stronger legs in less time. Let's review 3 additional habits that can silently accelerate everything you are trying to achieve without adding more pills or complex routines. First, hydrate with intention, not just when you feel thirsty. Most seniors underestimate how dehydration weakens the legs. When your body is low on fluids, your blood thickens, circulation slows, and muscle cells struggle to absorb nutrients. Even if you are taking the right vitamins, without enough water, B12 cannot reach your nerves, D3 will not distribute efficiently, and K2 cannot move calcium to where it is needed. That dull, achy sensation in your legs at night might not be aging. It could be poor hydration. A study in the Journal of Aging Research found that even mild dehydration caused a 14% drop in leg endurance and delayed nighttime muscle recovery by several hours. The solution is not to chug water all at once, but to sip steadily throughout the day. Aim for a glass every 90 minutes while you are awake. You can even add a slice of lemon or cucumber if plain water feels boring. Stop drinking 1 hour before bed to avoid disrupting your sleep. Hydration may sound basic, but when paired with your nighttime vitamins, it becomes a secret weapon for stronger, more flexible legs. Second, let's talk about what and when you eat. If your last meal is heavy, starchy, or packed with sugar, your body will spend most of the night trying to digest it instead of rebuilding. This is a missed opportunity for muscle repair, especially after 60 when digestion slows down in the evening. That late night plate of rice, bread, or dessert can quietly increase inflammation in your legs and block the benefits of D3 and K2. A study from Clinical Nutrition showed that seniors who ate a high glycemic dinner after 7 p.m. had double the rate of nighttime muscle stiffness and 38% less efficient nutrient absorption during sleep. The takeaway is to keep your last meal light. A palm-sized serving of protein, like grilled chicken or a boiled egg, plus a handful of leafy greens or steamed vegetables is sufficient. Then, give your body at least 2 hours to process the food before you take your supplements. That quiet period allows the vitamins to work while you rest. You will not only wake up with less leg pain, but your digestion and sleep quality will likely improve as well. Third, and perhaps most underrated, move your legs gently and consistently before bed. This is not a workout, it is circulation support. When you engage your leg muscles with just a few minutes of movement, you activate blood flow that helps deliver B12, D3, and K2 to your muscle tissue more efficiently. This means less soreness in the morning and more visible strength gains over time. Try this before getting into bed. Do 10 seated leg extensions, a few ankle circles, or stand up and slowly raise your heels off the floor 10 times. These micro movements signal to your nervous system that your legs are active, alive, and ready to heal. A 2021 study in geriatric rehabilitation found that seniors who performed 5 minutes of light leg movement before sleep saw a 22% increase in nighttime blood flow to their lower limbs and reported less cramping, less stiffness, and better balance within just 10 days. You don't need special equipment, just a chair, a wall, or the edge of your bed. These 3 steps, steady hydration, a lighter dinner, and 5 minutes of leg movement, are not magic, but when you combine them with your nightly dose of B12, D3, and K2, they create the perfect conditions for real recovery, not temporary relief. This is how you take control of your legs, your strength, and your mobility, one night at a time. So there you have it. 3 vitamins, 3 silent deficiencies, and 3 powerful ways to rebuild strength in your legs quickly without painkillers, extreme exercise, or risky medications. Vitamin B12 to repair nerves and restore connection. Vitamin D3 to fuel muscle growth and calm inflammation. And vitamin K2 to redirect calcium, activate muscle genes, and reverse years of silent muscle breakdown. You do not need more noise, more guesswork, or more ineffective pills. You need science-backed action, and it starts tonight before bed, because that is when your body is primed to rebuild. But it cannot do it without the right tools. Now, we want to hear from you. Do you take any of these vitamins before bed, or are you planning to start tonight? Drop your answer in the comments. We read and reply to every single one. If this video was helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe for more real health solutions designed for seniors. Your legs carry you through life. Let's make sure they stay strong for the years to come. If you have any questions or want to share your own experiences, feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.